Welcome to the Vanilla to Vixen podcast. This show contains adult content, so if you are under 18 or easily offended, please switch off now. Mr. and Mrs. N are not qualified relationship counsellors. This show is for entertainment purposes only. Now the disclaimer is out of the way, sit back, relax, and enjoy our journey from Vanilla to Vixen.
Welcome to episode 102 of Vanilla to Vixen. We are your hosts, Mr. and Mrs. N, also known as...
The Naughty Couple.
Well, hello, Mrs. N.
102.
102?
I feel about 102.
And not out.
Yeah, not out yet.
And we're back in the studio.
We are.
Which feels like for ages since we've been in here.
I know it does, after our little adventures.
I know. We had episode 100 where everybody came along and said it, left all their messages for us. Then we went off to the campsite. Now we're back again.
We are. We did manage to find our way home.
Just about.
Followed by the little dog. Do you remember the little dog?
Oh, the little dog.
Bless him. He lived at the farm.
We found a farm and there was a little dog on the way near the campsite and he followed us everywhere.
He did. He was very sweet.
And this week's been an interesting week. Swinging has been in the media.
Yes, it has.
And in the news by a young lady who got caught romping. In the words of the legacy media, romping. They always use that word, don't they? Romping.
Oh, yeah.
Romping in a prison cell. But we'll come on to that later. Talking of prison cells, I know a story about three women.
Okay.
A blonde and two brunettes. And they escaped prison. And they were running away from the cops. And they found an abandoned farmhouse. And in the farmhouse, there were three sacks. You know, like three Hessian sacks. Oh,
like you used to have with the sack race at school.
That's the one.
On sports day.
Yes, they're the ones. And they decided to hide inside these Hessian sacks.
Yeah.
So when the cops came to the farmhouse, one of the cops saw the sacks and he yells to the other officers. He says, "There's just three sacks in here." And so the other cop shouts, he says, "Well, kick the sacks to make sure they're not hiding in them." So the officer goes up to one and he kicks the sack and the woman goes, "Meow." And he goes, "Oh, there's nothing but a cat in this one." So he goes to the other one, kicks it, and it goes, "Ruff, ruff." So there's nothing but a dog in this one. And he goes to the third one, kicks it, and the blonde goes, "Potatoes!"
Oh, God.
There you go, you see. You can't escape. You can fight the law, but the law wins. Somebody wrote a song about that.
Why is it always the blonde?
Oh, I don't know. I'll get loads of complaints now.
I should think so,
it's
too.
One of those non-politically correct jokes. Anyway, we march on. And in the news, so this week, a prison officer was filmed having sex with an inmate.
She was actually filmed?
She was filmed having sex. And the question I ask is, I shall read a bit of the story. I'm taking it from the Daily Mail Online, also known as the Beano. The Daily Mail Online, so it must be true. Legacy media. And it's revealed prison officer filmed having sex with inmate in his cell is a swinger who starred in Channel 4. Well, they don't say Channel 4, they say C4. C4 documentary. The prison officer was filmed having sex with an inmate in his prison cell. Is a swinger who appeared on Channel 4 documentary about threesomes, orgies. Was it? Was it really about threesomes and orgies?
I don't know.
Open house. Over dramatised.
Well, yeah.
Thought about it. And they've named it. It's Linda D'Souza Obru, 31, faces a police investigation after she was recorded romping, I love that word, with a prisoner at HMP Wandsworth. She's understood to have recently quit her job as a prison officer in the South London jail following the scandal. Her sister, Andriana, told Tonight how she warned her not to mix her lifestyle with her work. That's... yeah, because you go, yeah, I've got a new job. What are you doing? I'm a prison officer. Remember not to have sex with anyone.
Yes, exactly.
Do you think?
I mean, for goodness sake.
Is that like? Remember, you're a swinger. Don't mix that with your work. Is that really something that you would say? I don't know. She said Linda and her husband Nathan were stars of Channel 4's Open House, the great sex experiment. Was it?
Well, that's what they called it.
Was it really a sex experiment? I'm not sure.
No.
I mean, it was
just people trying to get on the telly.
It was, and yeah, I mean, it's not really an experiment, is it? Couples have swung for years and years and years and years.
Is that swang or swung?
Swang and swung, probably. I don't know.
I've just looked up the definition of romping.
Oh, go on.
In the dictionary. It means to play roughly and energetically.
There you go. I've not seen the video. You can find the video online if you type her name in. Or if you go to that site, OnlyFans. Because, surprise, surprise...
Is she on there?
Surprise, surprise, Linda D'Souza... or Brew, or whatever her name is, a Brew, I think it's a Brew, Linda D'Souza a Brew, say that again, is on OnlyFans, and her sister said she's a swinger. She was on Channel 4's programme called Open House. I never saw it. It's not the sort of thing I'd watch with my little sister in. Suppose not.
I'm not being funny, but surely the whole thing is that she was caught having sex with an inmate in his cell. Surely it's irrelevant whether she's a swinger or not.
And the question is, she is on OnlyFans, and it was rumoured that she was kind of like leaving her job. And
well, yeah, that's what I mean. That surely that is the whole. You know, she's supposed to be working. She's abused her position.
But also, well, why would you film it?
Well, the thing is...
So somebody was filming it.
I was just going to say to you, do they have cameras in the cells? Because how else was it filmed?
I don't know. It was in the Category A jail in southwest London, so I'm not sure. But...
That's where the really, really bad people are, isn't it?
It's a Cat A prison. And apparently they're real hot Latina prison guards as well. I mean, that's the other thing. It's like... when you go for a job like that, you're meant to declare all your social media, everything.
Yeah.
So she obviously kind of just forgot about OnlyFans.
Or did she? Who's to say that they did know?
Yeah.
And it just hasn't been reported.
It was also on Channel 4. One would have thought that... Here's where we bang on week after week about, you know, people in lifestyle shouldn't be discriminated against. So just because she's a swinger and appeared on Open House, but then you do have to ask yourself, you know, what was she thinking?
True. I'm sure it's not even part of the job description that she has to service the inmates.
And needless to say, that all turned out very badly indeed.
Yes, it did. It just makes me wonder if they, you know, the reason that they have to emphasise the fact that she was a swinger.
To make it headlines.
Yeah.
I think probably so. I don't think it would have been quite such a big headline had it been just a normal person, a prison officer, which has happened many, many times where a prison officer has had relationships or sexual things with inmates, because it's got that romp swinger comedy postcard thing to it.
Honestly.
It makes it up. Anyway, that's that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Good old media.
And in other news this week,
yes,
which is more local news, the Attic Experience. Do you remember when we went to the Attic Experience?
Yes, I remember.
So the Attic is a club in Derbyshire, which was probably the biggest club in the whole country. It was massive.
It was huge.
Absolutely huge.
It's like a massive warehouse, wasn't it? That was all kind of...
Yeah.
It got different rooms and
almost like an adult wacky warehouse.
Yeah, it was the best way to describe it. Really, it was.
It's got
welcome to the fun house,
like a full size car.
Yeah,
that people could go.
They had their own dogging area, didn't they, with a tent and everything?
Yeah, and what else did they have? A pizza oven. I remember the pizza oven.
I remember the pizza ovens.
Like loads and loads of sort of holes. What do you call the glory holes?
Yes,
just loads and loads of them.
I was wondering what holes you were going to be talking about for a minute there.
Look like a Edam Swiss cheese. Yeah, and it was brilliant. And there's a lovely couple called the Horny Deuces.
Yes,
and they've sent us a message on Fab.
Oh,
and the attic experience has closed down, relocated, and it's opening back up.
Now you see, we knew that they were relocating.
Yeah.
But obviously we'd not heard anything. So when are they officially opening? Do we know?
I'm not exactly sure. Very, very soon.
Okay.
I'm not sure of the exact date. It's definitely within the next month or two.
Right.
And they're reopening, and they've invited us to go and do a show.
Oh, awesome.
So the V2V team will be going there, and hopefully we will organise it, and we'll find out some of the new.
Yes, we'll be able to tell you all about the new premises and what's there, and
new. I wonder if they've got any more cars in there, or perhaps like a full-size truck this time. I don't know. But the attic experience, it's like, I mean, we always say there's very, very different clubs for different tastes. So I would describe the attic not like a nightclub at all. It's very different.
No, it is very different.
So, yeah.
But for the club, we haven't been to that many different clubs, but each one that we have been to has been completely different to the one we've been to previously. Or
exactly. So yeah,
they all have their own uniqueness.
Definitely going along and finding out what that's all about.
Oh, keep yourselves posted on that episode, and we'll let you know all about it.
Absolutely. And also this week, got to mention,
yes,
coming up, I think it's the end of August. End of August, I think.
Right.
We have got the Raunchy Ranch.
Oh, yes. Yes, we have.
So, Chardonnay, this is all Chardonnay.
You can blame her.
Chardonnay at Liberty Elite. She's a bit of a country fan.
Yes. So we found out.
And she's riding around the country with about 40 hay bales on the back of her.
She's just going around collecting them from people.
On the back of her pickup truck. She's definitely turned, and she's got a cowgirl hat.
Yes, which she purchased the other day, didn't she? Very excitedly, she told us all about that.
And I just thought, she was a Johnny Cash fan or something. And then, I found out that Liberty Elite for one night is going to be turned into the Raunchy Ranch.
I love that name. That is such a cool name.
So all you cowboys and cowgirls, we will be announcing the date probably on the next episode.
Okay.
And it's going to be really, really good fun. And she said, do you know any DJs that can do country DJing?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah.
Does that mean Mr. N will be in the house?
Rolling, 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 rawhide. Can't sing it. Get banned from Spotify.
Is your ring on fire?
Ooh. I know a joke about that. No,
we don't go there.
But yes, so there's the Raunchy Ranch, which that's going to be just amazing.
It is going to be cool.
Fun.
It's not a hosted event, though, is it? So it's
no. So it's Liberty Elite's own event.
Yes.
It's basically Chardonnay's own party because she's a huge country fan. So she's just doing her own party with her own music. And I'm DJing. It's going to be good fun.
I might need a new outfit for that, Mr. N.
Oh, here we go.
I might need some cowboy boots.
Are you going to go full Daisy Duke?
Ooh. I'm not sure I can get away with the Daisy Dukes, but yeah, I'm thinking tassels.
I'm just wondering if I've got time to buy a black Trans Am to be smoking the Bandit. That will be an absolute necessity for
you wish. Yeah, so we'll keep you posted on that one when we get the official date. But it's if you're into country music,
it's
all sorts of country music, because there's a lot of modern music today that's got an edge of country to it. So
absolutely, Avicii did country.
Yeah, he did.
You've got
Taylor Swift does country.
Yeah. Well, if you call her a musician.
Oh, don't let somebody in the family hear you say that.
I know, I'm not the biggest Taylor Swift fan. But yes, so we've got that to look forward to. What else? Is there anything else? Oh! Well, tonight, obviously, we're at Vegas Vixens.
We are at Vegas Vixens. We're really looking forward to it tonight.
And we're actually having a holiday from Vegas Vixens.
Yes, so this is going to be the last Vegas Vixens until November.
Because through the summer, we're doing a whole series of really, really special Vanilla to Vixen parties.
Yay.
So we're starting in August, September, October, aren't we? We're doing 3.
Yes.
But August, each one's going to be very, very different. And August is our big beach party.
Yes. For anybody that remembered it last year, it was very hot and we had lots of melted ice cream.
Yep, they're still clearing that mess up.
Mr. Whippy.
It looked like somebody had like a massive bukkake over the bar. I bought about 35 litres of ice cream.
Yeah, you over-engineered as usual.
Yeah, there's about 35 litres of ice cream, and we were bringing them out from the freezer, and I would say within about 4.5 seconds...
It was melted.
It had turned into slush.
Oh.
Until I was just handing people pots of cream. Or milk with sugar in, I think.
Yeah, exactly. It was hilarious.
And I was offering people...
Yeah, we may not do ice cream this year. We may do something else that doesn't melt as quickly.
we could do sort of like mocktails.
Oh, we could do mocktails.
Because, I quite like a mocktail, a summer fruit mocktail.
Summer fruit mocktail, yeah.
I shall have to have a word with the Liberty Elite management about that, see what we can do.
Yeah.
And the dress code.
Yes.
I love a themed party because we can bend the dress code.
I know we can.
And it's all right for you girls.
Here we go. Stop whinging.
No. Because let me tell you a story, dear listener. When you go to a club, it gets hot in more ways than one. Because not only are you walking around and seeing all these scantily clad ladies, but the guys, we're suited and booted. We're like boiling. And when it's something like, the summer beach party, we get to dress down.
You do.
I mean, guys can get dressed down anyway. Mr. Horny walks around in his like glowing underpants and stuff. But I think it's really cool because the guys, I've already got my shirt planned.
I've seen it.
Oh, you've been peeking.
I have been peeking. It's really cool.
So I've got my summer short sleeve shirt or collared shirt all ready, beautiful. And I might go for a little bit of like denim shorts.
Yes, as long as they're not ripped.
No ripped shorts, but you can have denim shorts for the beach party.
Exactly. And
you needn't wear shoes.
No.
I might wear my flip-flops.
Are you going to put your Barbie sliders on again, like last year?
So last year I went dressed as Ken. From Barbie.
We went as Barbie and Ken, didn't we?
So I've got my Barbie flip-flops, but I just wear around the house, to be honest.
You do, you love them, don't you?
They're really comfortable. So I might slip into my Barbie sliders.
That's it, yeah. You're not going to make the fatal error you did last year and go commando in your shorts.
No,
shit. You ended up with a pink fluffy bum, didn't you?
Yeah. It looked like I just dipped my ass in candy floss. That was a terrible mistake. Yeah. Oh no! The minute I whipped my shorts off to go in the shower just before I went in the hot tub, I was like, "Oh no!"
It was fluff everywhere.
Oh, it was a disaster.
So a beach theme outfits.
Yeah,
so
whatever
whatever you're comfortable in.
Full beach party, and I think we will be doing a special match-up game.
Yes.
So for anyone that's not been to our parties, how does the match-up game work?
So what happens is when you walk into the club and you're greeted by myself and Mr. N, and you've had your big hug and your hello, how are you, and everything else, you then choose a little bit of paper from a bag.
A Hessian bag?
No, not a Hessian bag. Potato. And on it will be a picture. And then, so everybody that comes into the club gets to choose their little paper.
Yeah.
And then you have to find the person in the club that has the same matching symbol that you have on your paper.
So it's an excuse to go around to talk to all the sexy people.
Yeah, we basically do it as a bit of an icebreaker. So if some people are particularly shy and they're not very good at sort of approaching people to chat to and everything else, this is a really good idea because you've got an excuse to go up and talk to them.
You can go up and go, are you my missing piece?
Exactly. And we did one with sex toys, didn't we? And we made everybody say, do you have my sex toy?
Yes.
Which they all thought was quite funny and giggled a bit. And, it breaks the ice and it gives you, it gets into that fun evening, gets you all ready. And yeah, it's just a giggle. It's a bit of a giggle, but it works really well.
And I remember Mr. Sporty and Naughty came up to me and went, Mr. N, what is this?
Yeah, he didn't recognise his sex toy, did he?
He didn't recognise what his sex toy was. And his second was, where can I buy it?
Yeah.
It's quite an unusual one. In the end, I was like, it's just like... And then he pulled out another one, which I think was like a 16-inch double ender, just a photo on a little bit of paper. He went, can I have another one? I don't want to go around.
No, he didn't. He didn't want to go around. So you've got my dildo.
So it's like, yeah, just have another one.
Yeah, so we're not going to be doing sex toys for the beach party.
No.
So
I'm not decided yet. We could do ice cream. We've had people asking, should we do ice creams?
Not only that, but we were chatting to some of the bar staff.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the bar staff, bless her, who is a real sweetheart, actually came up with the idea you could have ice creams.
Right.
Different types of ice creams, to which your reply was, I'm not going to have enough.
We get sometimes close to like 80, 90, 100 couples. No more. We're not doing any more mosh pit party. To suddenly find... I've got to split that into two. So to find 50 different ice creams...
That's easily done. Easily done. We're talking we can go back to retro ice creams that you used to get from the ice cream man.
Right, I can think of a few. Funny Feet.
Yeah.
Feast.
Yeah.
Do you know what feast is in German?
No.
I used to love I was like Rishi Sunak. I had Sky Television. No, I wasn't like Rishi Sunak because he was too poor to have Sky Television when he was young, apparently. So I had Sky Television and we used to watch all the German adverts. I won't tell you why I watched the German programme. I'm not going to go there. But we had German satellite television and Feast. I used to love the Feast adverts because it was Nutnacker.
A Nutnacker. Oh, I like that.
Nutnacker is Feast in German.
Oh, cool.
So now when you want an ice cream, lots of people go, will you have my Nutnacker?
I do like a Feast.
Oh, there you go. Do you like a Nutnacker?
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't say no. There's loads. You've got Screwballs. You've got Fab.
They always felt naughty when you were a kid.
What, Screwball?
Yeah, have a Screwball.
Why?
Perhaps it was just us.
I think it was just you. I was very innocent when I was younger.
Yeah. Here we go.
Do you remember the cherry brandy ice lollies you used to be able to get? They used to do a cherry brandy.
Oh, yeah, I didn't like
lemonade.
No, I wasn't into cherry brandy.
Yeah. My favourite used to be a chocolate sundae.
Or, for me, the shittest ice cream on the truck.
Yeah.
There was always a really boring R. White's lemonade.
Oh, yes. They still do them.
But they were like the most boring ice creams because it was like clear water. It was just like an ice cube on a stick.
So anyway, you've got a while before you've got to find your 40 different ice creams. So
what can we have for the buffet? You see, this is it. We're planning this party live on air, viewers.
Yeah, we are. Well, maybe we should ask the listeners.
That's a good idea.
For anybody that is going to be attending, well, even if you're not attending, but you fancy putting your input in, give us some ideas of what we could have for the match game, which ice creams.
And, dear listener, let's be sensible. Don't send in the usual silliness like, how about roast swan? Something like that. keep it sensible.
Keep telling you Prince Charles keeps messaging.
I know. So, cocktail sausage-esque.
Yes, if you're thinking of a beach party, I mean, when I was a kid, we used to go to the beach. My mum always did a picnic.
Chips covered in sand.
Oh, when you used to get when you used to get to the grainy bit and you bite into it and you go, oh, nice. Nothing worse than having a bit of sand in your sandwich.
And we have had a question, actually, funny enough. I'm going to grab my phone because somebody was asking about the beach party on Fab Swingers.
Yeah.
And they've actually said, they asked Mrs. N, where was the hottest place you ever had sex?
Oh. Well, it depends what you mean by hot.
Well, I don't know.
As in weather-wise, or...?
They didn't elaborate.
Oh, okay.
I remember being outside and the train stopping.
Yes.
I think we told that story before.
We have, yes.
That was embarrassing.
Yeah.
So we were outside.
Yeah, but if we're talking hottest place...
It was hot that day.
It was hot that day.
Because you stripped right off naked.
I did.
And the train came past and stopped. It was just like slow motion. And you ducked behind a tree.
I did.
We were in the middle of nowhere.
I know.
And then this train just comes, obviously on the train track that we didn't see. And you ducked under the tree and just left me there, stark as. And I was like, no.
As they all waved as they went past.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hottest place. I mean, if we're talking like temperature-wise, that would have to be in Portugal.
Oh, okay.
But if we're talking as in, God, that was hot.
Sexy hot.
I think that would have to be in the back of the car while you were driving.
I wasn't the male participant.
You weren't. You were just driving around. I found that really hot and really naughty.
We decided to have a threesome. It was with a good friend.
Yeah.
And I drove, and that particular event ended very badly for me as well.
Well, depends how you look at it.
No, it ended very badly for me.
For you, yeah.
Yes. Because we were trying to find a really, really quiet country lane.
Yes.
Found one, drew up.
It was so hot that day, wasn't it?
Scorching hot. We owned a big four-wheel drive vehicle with tinted.
Yeah. And leather seats.
Totally tinted black windows.
Yeah.
The air conditioning wasn't brilliant in it, as I remember. And again, it was quite big four-wheel drive, loud engine, and we decided to turn it off. And you went, oh, stuff this, I'm putting the windows down.
Well, otherwise we'd have both died.
And I went, is that a good idea? And you went, to hell with this.
Yeah.
Put the windows down. I sat in the front like a chauffeur, enjoying all the show. Obviously, it was really hot watching.
Yeah.
And then what happened, 2 ramblers came round the corner with an average age of about 108. And it was a man and a woman. And the man kind of came across. I think he knew within about 0.2 seconds what was happening. And bless him, he was very discreet about it. All he did was stick his head in the car. And I mean, literally stuck his... So I just froze, holding the steering wheel, going, oh no, this is worse than the train. And he just kind of looked in the car. And you were literally fully naked with a guy fully going at it on the back seat.
Yeah.
You didn't stop.
No, it would have been rude to stop.
And then I just remember this woman. And again, older people, for some reason, in the summer when it's blazing hot, still wear a minimum of 3 layers of clothing.
Well, they were ramblers, weren't they?
Yeah.
They got the whole rambling outfit on.
They got the full sticks, and she got like, you know, like a tweed jacket type thing with a full overcoat on, and it was about 100 degrees. And I remember her looking and just going, she literally grabbed her husband by the scruff of the neck and yanked him away from the car.
I missed all that.
I didn't. And I was like, oh no. My face I must have looked like Tommy Tomato. I was so embarrassed.
There is a real naughtiness, though, to the thought of being caught, isn't there?
Outdoor sex.
I mean, I love the outdoors.
I know you do. It is one of your kinks, isn't it? Big
It is.
time.
I don't know what it is, especially when the weather is particularly warm. It does make me incredibly horny. But yeah, there's just something about the thought of being caught is a bit of a thrill, isn't it? Probably not for you, as you were sat there.
Not getting actually caught. No.
Yeah.
Probably, you know, I suppose it's the risk, isn't it? That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's the risk.
Yeah.
It makes it naughty and risky and...
Well, what's your hottest place? So I remember one.
Yeah, okay.
Which was an outside adventure that we went on.
Okay.
And it was in a beautiful part of the country.
Was it by water?
It was by water.
I know. That was the one I was probably thinking of.
And we'd had a meet, and then we were just deciding to decide what we would...
Was it at a certain shop?
It was.
For a certain bra fitting?
It was, which is in one of our episodes. I'm not sure which one.
Mrs. N went for the famous bra fitting.
I did.
And ended up doing naughties in the back.
In the stock room. Which was very, very good.
You never did buy the bra.
No, I never did. I never got fitted for it either. But yeah, so after we'd had that meet, which was really good fun, we all had a really, really good time. We decided to go off for a bit of a wander, just the two of us. And as we like to, you know, reclaim afterwards.
We did it in a field.
We did it in a field, which was really nice. But cyclists kept riding past, do you remember?
Yes.
And you can just see through the hedge a little bit. So it's like we could see them, which is making me think, well, they could probably see us. But for some reason, that made it a little bit more exciting.
It was extremely naughty.
It was extremely naughty. It was really hot as well, actually. That was really hot. I love reclaim sex with you. Oh, it's the best. But yes, that was a good one.
That was probably my hottest, I think. Because the whole afternoon was naughtiness and Greg's, as I remember.
Was Greg there?
I think it was Greg's and naughtiness. Something like that.
Something like that, yeah. We did nearly get caught at one point because we decided to find a tree to start off with.
Yes.
And all of a sudden lots of people turned up and we thought, there's a little bit too public.
I think actually thinking about it, we'll just stop at trees because you can hide behind the tree. There's only room for one hiding place, which leaves me exposed.
We'll take trees off the list.
Yeah, but then, as I say, taking it to sort of like extremes at work, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that is. I mean, I no.
There's just a level.
Yeah, I'm all for a little bit of excitement and stuff, but that's a bit too much.
So, listeners, tell us where your most exciting or naughtiest place you've had sex.
Yeah.
We want to hear.
Yeah, we do.
And it's funny because at Liberty Elite, they have the naughty tree.
Yeah, which we've never done anything at the naughty tree.
No.
Yet.
No, but I do remember a very funny story where somebody was at the naughty tree and it got dark outside.
Yeah.
And
I know what you're going to say now.
All people could see It looked like a glowing firefly.
That was it, yeah.
Having an epileptic fit. Going back and forth really quickly. And it was somebody with a smart glow watch having a wank.
By the naughty tree.
Well, I think while his wife was being serviced at the naughty tree.
Okay. Oh, that's hilarious. That is hilarious.
Yeah, that gives you fireflies in the sky a whole new meaning.
I mean, hopefully, if the weather is good to us for the beach party event.
What with this summer?
Oh, I know, exactly. Who knows, there may be more activity outside.
I know.
That would be nice. Maybe people should bring their blankets.
Yeah. Bring your blankets along to the beach party.
Yeah.
Could be fun.
Could be.
There you go.
So also talking about V2V in August beach party.
Yes.
Happens to be the day after a certain person's birthday.
Saturday, August the 10th.
Yes. And your birthday's on Friday.
I know. So it's going to be my birthday weekend.
How excited are you?
I'm really excited. Birthday blowjobs all round.
Are you just putting it out there now?
I'm putting that out there a month in advance for all the ladies. I'm doing a Beyonce, all the single ladies and the married ladies. I don't care.
So we will be celebrating your birthday, Mr. N.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, on August 10th. Not just mine.
Not just your birthday either.
Because I found out, if you listen to last week's podcast,
yes,
in the camp, I have a birthday twin.
You do?
Honey.
Yes, bless her.
So it was going to be her birthday as well.
It is.
If she comes along.
That'd be lovely. We could celebrate both your birthdays and anybody else's birthday that's around that time.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
August 10th.
Absolutely. Where else would you want to be to celebrate your birthday?
Libs.
Yeah.
Anywhere in the world, Liberty Elite.
Exactly.
And then we move on to September.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this one.
This is going to be interesting. Okay. If our listener who is listening, I announced months and months ago.
Can I just say, the way we look at our themes for our events is we'll go through a social calendar that's usually on Google, and see what's going on in the world at that particular time.
What day in history? I click on. What day in history was August the 10th?
Exactly. And that's the sort of thing we do. And then we work out the themes. So like Chinese New Year was obviously very close to when we did our V2V.
Yeah.
And that's how we get the themes, if anybody was wondering. And so September's, you did some Googling.
Tap. Saturday the 14th of September.
Yeah.
Which is going to be our big V2V party.
Yeah.
Saturday, tap. Ooh, it's National Cream-Filled Donut Day.
I know. We were like, we've got to do that. I love a donut.
So it's going to be sweet treats.
Sweet treats.
Sweet treats party.
I have a massive sweet tooth. Absolutely massive. I would rather have pudding than starter.
So I called it National Sweet Treats for Cream-Filled Donut Day.
Yeah, you did.
We had 2 complaints.
We did.
Not one. 2 complaints. I shit you not, dear listener. Karen 1 and Karen 2 messaged me via the modern wonder of email and said, I think you're being very irresponsible, Mr. N. I appreciate it's meant to be just silly humour, but it's also very irresponsible because you're promoting unsafe sex.
I mean, where the hell did that come from? It's like, no, we're seriously just talking about donuts.
2 complaints, not 1, 2 complaints.
Honestly, they need to get their heads out the gutter.
I know, unless my only thing I can think of, it was Martha from Baby Reindeer with her 16,000 email accounts.
It could have been.
She's got 2 email accounts. Because I can't believe 2 people complained about the same thing.
So yes, we're just putting it out there publicly. This is nothing to do with unsafe sex.
No, we always promote safe sex.
Always, and so does the club.
Yeah.
It's purely to do with sweet treats, including cream-filled donuts.
So if you like your cream-filled I'm just asking now. I'm just asking for it. I'm just asking if you like your cream pies.
I mean, we always give out little tubs of sweets for V2V anyway.
Yeah.
That's purely because they're my favourites. Mm-hmm. Because I love sweets. I love anything sweet.
Yes.
So as well as those, there are going to be lots of other sweet treats available on that evening.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Perhaps, a bit of spray cream?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, no, Chardonnay would kill you.
I know Roxy, bless her. She wants to do a sploshing party.
Oh, no, she does. Yeah, and do you know what, though? I think that would be really good fun. Just probably not inside.
And there are websites. I found this out talking to Roxy, okay? There are websites that you can watch. Not doing any kink shaming. I'm not laughing. Pull myself together. Don't be immature. This is not silly. There are websites where you can watch ladies sit on a cake.
Yeah, no, Roxy told us about it, didn't she?
I've gone.
Hey, listen, if there's anybody out there that wants to pay me loads of money, I'll happily sit on a cake.
Just sit on a cake all day so you could just watch the bum going down, crushing the cake.
Whatever floats your boat.
It probably doesn't float. I imagine the cake sings. The cake sings rather rapidly. I'll probably just watch it go, that's a perfectly good Victoria sponge you've fucked up.
Yeah, but if you think about it, if I was naked, sat on top of a cake,
yeah,
and it was all squashed, and then it was covering all of my
nether regions,
yeah, and then you licked it all off, how horny would that be?
I don't know.
Oh no, I think that'd be quite horny.
So you're into sploshing?
I don't know. Well, I've never tried it, so I don't know. So you can't say whether you like something or not unless you've tried it. I think we need to speak to Chardonnay and let Roxy have a splosh party.
I just feel the Alan Partridge sketch coming on. When he answers the hotel door covered in chocolate. He says a bit of chocolate, but to smother himself with chocolate is demented.
I don't know, I just think it could be quite... Oh yeah, I quite like the idea of that.
Not with chocolate.
I'm not being funny, but there's probably loads of people out there, us included, that have played with certain foods on parts of your body.
I'm thinking chocolate cake.
I don't think. I'm thinking more like
chocolate cake. It just looked like you've had a dirty protest in the car.
Yeah, that was probably not the best thing. I'm thinking more of like trifle. So I'm thinking like custard, cream.
I think that is traditional sploshing.
Bit of jelly.
Sploshing.
Oh, I do love a trifle.
I don't think I'm really into sploshing. I don't think I'm into it. I don't.
Yeah, but just the sitting on the cake thing, that's not sploshing, is it?
Yeah, that's sploshing.
Is it classed as sploshing? Yeah. I thought sploshing was where you just literally throw food at each other and cover yourselves in it. And
yeah, but I think it starts off with a bit of cake sitting.
Oh, does it?
I could be wrong.
We're amateurs to this, you see, because we've never done it.
If you do sploshing parties, invite Mr. and Mrs. N along. There you go.
I need to know what's involved. I feel like I need to find out.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, right, because we're professional podcasters here.
Are we? I thought we just sat in a room and talked shit.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan, my idol.
I know.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Would go, Jamie, just turn on, and Jamie sits somewhere. You never see Jamie, but he taps on the internet.
Right.
We've not got Jamie, so I've got Pixel, which is my phone. My phone, Pixel phone. I've just Googled, okay? I'm turning to the head of the internet, okay, Pornhub, right? I've just typed in sploshing on Pornhub. Horrendous food fuck sploshing. What a mess. And it's basically two girls in a paddling pool, absolutely covered in chocolate cake. Are you into that?
I don't know what that's not two girls.
It is, I think.
It's not. That's a man and a woman.
I don't know. He's covered in chocolate.
You can't tell. Yeah, I don't know. That isn't appealing to me because all I'm thinking about is, Jesus, I will clear that mess up afterwards. However, if it was somewhere else and it wasn't my responsibility to clean it up, I'm not sure the chocolate thing works. I've just Googled it. Mm-hmm. What actually is sploshing?
There's a lot of chocolate involved.
No, we'll get this. This is what else they so sploshing is also known as wet and messy, which is wham.
Okay.
It's a fetish that revolves around wet and messy substances being sprayed, poured, splashed or smeared onto someone. What is quite unique about sploshing is that it is exceptionally broad in scope and outside of the general agreed rule that bodily fluids are not part of wham. Almost anything else is within the scope of fetish. And it goes on to say it includes whipped cream, cakes, pies, custard, baked beans, ice cream, sauces, porridge oats, and essentially anything that is slimy.
Pixel, show me some more. So this is like a shit Joe Rogan. It's like if you ordered Joe Rogan off of Temu. So I've got another one.
Right, okay.
So this is a couple in their kitchen, but you can buy sploshing covers. They've covered their kitchen.
Yeah, again,
in clear polythene.
It's not something I feel that I'd want to do just you and me. I think it's something that I would find more horny if there was lots of people involved.
So there's a couple with her riding this guy on top,
yeah.
and he's left his jeans on. You're never going to get that red sauce out of those jeans.
She's wearing a t-shirt and socks. I mean, come on. I mean, that's not sexy, is it?
I don't know.
No, in my head, I had an image of a room that was filled with people. So, say, for example, you took the spa room at Libs.
Oh, Jesus.
That kind of size room.
Yeah.
And made it obviously splosh-proof. But everybody could join in.
Yeah.
With the sploshing. I think that would be really hot.
Yeah.
Apparently Gunge is very, very popular because of its bright colours. So I've just found a fun fact out.
Okay.
That apparently some aspects of wham date back to at least 1938 and potentially...
Pre-war.
Even earlier.
What were they doing?
Because it overlaps with lotion play and mud wrestling.
It's got to be American.
Do you reckon?
It's got to be something those crazy Americans would do.
But get this. So most examples of sploshing involve bare skin and sexual acts. Some examples are where people are fully clothed, often in smart suits and white dresses. And that's part of the kink, to get all your posh outfit covered. You
could buy an introduction to sploshing and food play.
Okay.
It's called Splat.
Right.
The book is called Splat, and it's an introduction to sploshing and food. Prepare your pies and gather your gunge. Splat, an introduction to sploshing and food play, is packed with information, interviews and stories, which will help guide you in creating your own sploshing scenes, showing your fetish and joining the global phenomenon. Okay.
Well, it also says here, which kind of highlights a little bit more what sort of where the kink comes from. It says part of it is simply an extension of the messiness of sex, particularly when it comes to food and the multi-sensory elements that come with the feeling, the taste, the texture, the smell, and even the sound of it slapping against skin or clothes.
You see, I think you're hitting on something now because, as Roxy would always say, it's the sensations and, so it's more or less, I suppose, an advanced sensation play, isn't it?
It is, yeah. There you go.
A bit of sploshing.
I think I could be up for that.
Yes.
Just not at home.
It probably won't be happening in September either.
No, it probably won't be. No.
We're just going to have some sweet treats. Little bit of cream on nipples at the most.
Yeah.
But let's not get demented. We don't want the place looking like someone who's had a dirty protest.
No, we'll be thrown out.
Yes. If you're part of a sploshing club,
actually,
we'll come along.
If any of our listeners are into sploshing and have actually done sploshing,
come on the podcast.
Come on the podcast. We'd love to talk to you about it.
Because you will certainly know more than we do.
Yeah, and I am generally fascinated by it.
It is very interesting.
Yeah.
One more date before we go.
All right, okay.
We're going to finish off with Sunday, the 28th of July.
Right.
Big date in the calendar.
Yes.
It's another afternoon at Liberty Elite. These sort of events are getting really popular now.
Yeah, they are.
So
Sunday afternoon at the club is really, really fun.
Sunday afternoon, the last one was while England were playing.
Yes.
So we literally stole Chardonnay's television.
We did, bless us.
Out of our house. And we literally carried it across the car park and plonked it in the middle of the club and watched England play.
We did.
But this Sunday, no such naughtiness will happen because it will be a different kind of naughtiness.
Yeah.
Sunday the 28th of July, Curiosity is back.
Yay.
So Curiosity is kind of the bi-friendly event.
Yeah.
You do not have to be bi or gay or anything at all. But it is a bi-friendly event. So only come to the event if you don't mind seeing ladies with other ladies.
Yeah.
Guys play with other guys.
Yeah.
It's a free, easy going, chilled out afternoon.
It is. It's really, really good fun.
And we will be there.
We will be there.
2 o'clock until 8 p.m.
Yes.
And Curiosity is becoming really popular. There's even a Curiosity chat room on Discord.
Yes, there is.
So if you message us, we can get you into Curiosity if you fancy that kind of thing. It's £25 per person with your refundable locker deposit plus as well. Liberty Elite on the 28th of July.
That's awesome. And obviously we've already mentioned that tonight is Vegas Vixens. If you can't, or you're not already on the guest list for tonight,
Might be pushing it now.
Next week, next Friday, is the wonderful Dangerous Curves.
We'll be there.
We will be there. And it's a themed party.
Yes.
Which is, Mr. N?
It's Neon Night.
Neon Night, yes.
The UVs will be on.
They will be. So if you are interested in going to Dangerous Curves, then obviously you can
get on the guest list by messaging Roxy herself at Dangerous Curves Parties on Fab Swingers.
Yes.
If you want to come to Curiosity, that's a non-hosted night. So all you have to do is go to libertyelite.co.uk, send them an email if you're a single gentleman that would like to attend that, and the club will sort that out for you. See if you're suitable for the party. And everyone else, if you're a couple or if you're single female, you can just rock up at the club with a form of identification, such as a driving licence, and you can get into Curiosity Party.
Yeah, they are really, really good fun. I mean, what else are you going to be doing on a Sunday afternoon?
Well, I don't know. You could be doing many things. You could be filming yourself in a jail having sex. Sploshing in a trifle. I don't know. I think we should finish the show now before it gets even sillier.
I think that's probably a good idea.
We'll finish it with who? Who's coming on to finish the show?
Oh, would that be a certain Mr. Foxy?
Yes, we'll leave you with Mr. Foxy now, and we'll see you next week, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
This week, I are mostly being cavity searched in the swing room.